What will be the major issue to watch for in Uganda in 2013?
In 2013, the major issue to watch out for in Uganda will be youth unemployment. Uganda has one of the highest population growth rates, and over time we have a very big bulge of very many youth. Although previously they have existed, they were not getting as much education as they are getting at the moment. Currently, a number of them have some high school or technical education, and over time it has come to the fore that many of them are not getting as many jobs as they should be getting.
Do you see this issue affecting your country or the citizens of your country in any way?
Yes, it's going to affect them in a number of ways. Previously, we've had riots, and the way government has gone about to address this was to have some kind of piecemeal interventions, for example, providing some kind of youth funds. But over time, people have realized that these are not sufficient to deal with the millions of unemployed youth. And for some time, the environment settles, then until you have another riot. But youth unemployment is definitely going to be a major reason to look out for like public riots.
Are there broader implications of this youth unemployment to the rest of Africa?
Yes, Uganda, like a number of other countries, other African countries are faced with the problem of youth unemployment, the fact that governments and the private sector are not creating as many jobs as they should do. So this will not be linked or restricted to the case of Uganda. It's definitely going to be a major issue in other African countries, but at varying degrees, depending on the status of the economy and how responsive the government has been in terms of dealing with this particular issue. For Uganda, it appears that the youth were not part of the government's agenda, but the government is responding to the threats of public action or strikes.
How do you see the relations between your country and United States in 2013?
The relationship between Uganda and the US is going to be defined by two issues. First, the war in Somalia. Currently, Uganda is used as the front by the US to deal with the terrorist threats in Somalia. And of now, there are a number of other African countries that are coming on board. And partly this might change Uganda's bargaining status with the US in some way. The second is with regard to corruption. Uganda, like many other African countries, has an endemic problem of corruption. And as we move into large projects like building dams and also large oil projects, the issues of governance and corruption are going to be highlighted, and these will be a major issue of concern for the United States.
Are there any issues other than youth unemployment that will be top priority in Uganda in 2013?
The other issue is regard to issues of service delivery. In Uganda, there have been quite a lot of efforts or investments into improving service delivery in the health sector, in the education sector. But nonetheless, the quality of these services remain very low. And one of the gains made with regard to universal primary education in the recent past appears to be reversing because of these poor quality learning within classes. So it might come out as another issue, the issues of the quality of service deliveries in health and education.